Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Diane Lampe, and I'm so excited to be talking with you tonight. And I know someone may have invited you to hear about what we do and why they're so excited about the opportunity. And I just can't wait to share it with you. I've been in the business for the last 14 years. I know it just has gone by so fast. And let me say this to you. Think about this. I don't know if you've been in corporate America, you've been right size, downsized, or maybe you're in a crunch right now, or maybe things are going on in your life, as we all know out there. And I can tell you this, everything about the Alliance, thanks to Andy Albright, keeps getting better and better and better at the Alliance. And I want to speak to you tonight from my heart and share with you why I'm so passionate about what we do and how we do it. So I want to share that with you tonight, because I don't know why you're on here. You may be like me at that time. And it was kind of funny, because at that time, when I was in corporate America, I had the choice of either losing my job or moving. And I didn't really want to move. Oh, and I got to move, and I got to take a 10% pay cut. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. That's not for me. And so I didn't move forward with that. And I'm so glad that the Alliance came into my life. I also had been doing mortgages, and you know what was going on back in 2006. And in 2006, you couldn't close a loan to save your life. And I knew I had to find something that would stand the test of time, that would be here when the times get tough, no matter what. And guess what? When times get tough, insurance companies, people need insurance more than they ever had in their life. They think about it. So what are we going to go over today? We're going to talk about what is the Alliance? What is the opportunity? How do you do it? How do you make money? And who else is doing it? And I remember when I first got introduced to the Alliance, what I saw that stood out to me right then and there was a company that had a heart, that really cared about you. And I knew I could make money there and make a difference. It's what's so interesting at that time, our tagline is have fun, make money, make a difference. And that mattered to me. I mean, it's great to make a lot of money and all that, but I really, truly wanted to have all of it together in one spot, right? Have fun, make money, make a difference. And that's what I saw when I was first introduced to Andy Albright and the Alliance. I remember sitting there saying, you know what? Passion, leadership, mentorship, that all mattered to me. And I want to talk to you about that tonight and see if this is a fit for you. So whoever invited you, I want to make sure to remind you to get back with them later, right when we're done tonight, and talk to them about how you want to be part of this. And I'll tell you right now, the opportunity is so huge. It is so huge, because here's what happens. Not only do people have needs, we mail out to people that bought a home, refinanced a home, just had a baby, just got married, just turned 65. That's a lot of people, right? And now what's going on, people are thinking even more about their families, because everybody would always think things are going to go on forever, but now they're thinking about it while they're home. And a lot of people can't work, or they're not allowed to go into their job, and they're sitting there and thinking like, man, I really need to make sure my family's protected. And we can't keep up with the demand. So this is a great opportunity right now for you. And here's what I love about this. When I started with the Alliance, what I saw in Andy Albright was a man that had a vision, okay? A vision, a big dream. And I wanted to be associated with someone that had a dream and wanted to share it with other people. You know what I know, right? In corporate America, what do they want you to do? They want you to come in, do your job, and then just get home. They're not trying to help you grow. They're not trying to help you become a better version of yourself. And here's what I know here. I am a lifelong learner, and the Alliance has allowed me to keep growing and growing and growing. Was I always a lifelong learner? Well, a little bit, but not like this. And this is a place that you can belong, that you can make a difference. Look at all these companies that we represent. Now, don't get overwhelmed by saying, oh my gosh, I can never learn all these. Because when you get started with us, you're not going to need to know all of these. We're going to teach you the basics so you can go out there and help families. But when we have mentorship and leadership like we do right now, you don't have to worry about that. You have it right in your phone. You've got someone that can help you. I thought that was great. I could remember because I really never really did insurance before when I came here. But in fact, I wasn't even thrilled about the fact I had an insurance license, but I really wasn't thrilled about the fact about insurance. And then I really realized this. I was going to make a difference. I was going to help families in their time of need. I could also help those families, maybe with their retirement, maybe with their sending kids to college. There was so much that I could do and that I didn't even know existed. So if you're looking at this for the very first time, think about this. What if you took what you're thinking about now? What you're probably saying to yourself, what are people thinking right now? They're probably thinking they need all this stuff or wish they had it. Everybody needs things about insurance and wants insurance, right? After the fact. And we're going out there and we're saying, you know what? We can help all these people, but we need your help. We can't keep up with the demand. And that's where you come in. So whoever invited you, that's why you're here. And these are some of the companies that we represent. Well, here's what I know. The insurance companies also spoil us. You know why they spoil us? It is because they give us trips. I've been all over the world, guys. And I know this sounds kind of crazy, but I've been here 14 years and I've been on over 40 different trips all over the world. That's a lot of trips, right? And here I came, I'm not a big college graduate. I didn't have all these degrees, but I had a big dream. So hopefully you're on here and you're thinking, yeah, you know what? I still have a dream. Hopefully you don't have any dream stealers. And right now we're printing money. If you need some money, we're right here. And you can live your dreams. That's what I want to talk to you about tonight. Being able to help your families. And I'm going to tell you this right now before I even get any further, because you're saying, well, can I make money at this? We've got, things going on. We got stay at home. You can't do this. We're doing it. And I'm going to show you how we can do it right now from the phone, virtually, on the web. You can make money right now. That's what I want you to know right now. And then I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to back up here a little bit on these slides because I really want to tell you some of these trips that I've gone on from these companies. We're going to Thailand next year. Now, I never even knew I wanted to go to Thailand, but I do now because Andy showed all these videos of places that he went when he was there. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I mean, I've been all over the world, guys. Places like Fiji, Dominican Republic, Portugal, Spain, Italy, France. I mean, Costa Rica. And zip lining right in Costa Rica on the real, in the real places, not the makeup ones, right? Not the man-made ones. These are the real things. But these are the things that you get to do. And you're saying, well, Diane, really? I'm on here today and I need to feed my family. I need money like now. And then some of you are on here and say, but I need money and I'm sick and tired of corporate America. I don't want this ever to happen to me again. I don't want to be stuck like I am because some people think, oh, it's never going to end. That's what I thought too. Thank goodness I was introduced to the Alliance. And this can be your shot right now, today. Great things can happen for you right now. So let's talk about that. Say, okay, great, Diane. I see your passion. I see how I can grow. I can be develop into becoming into a leadership role. I'll have mentorship. I'll have people that care about you. Yes, you're going to have all that and make money too. That's why I love this so much. And you know what? When I get up every morning, this is kind of strange, and I want to share this with you. I'm excited about what I do every single day. I'm excited. And guess what? When I go to bed at night, I know I've done good. And that's a great feeling. So if you're sitting at home watching this right now and you're trying to think of, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I don't know. Maybe I'm next at losing my job, or maybe I've already lost it, or I've already, been laid off for a while. What can I do? And I'm going to tell you this, you could start this part-time and ease into it. We're not saying if they call you back to work, yeah, keep doing that. But guess what? You could start this right now, part-time, and you could get going, and you can change your life, and you can change the lives of other people. And how do you do it? Well, here's what I love about Andy Albright. I mean, I'm going to tell you this. I remember when he came out with this Alliance Playbook. I don't know about you, but when I was in corporate America, one of the things that they had me do is they had you sign a mission statement. Anybody ever get one of those, right? You get a mission statement, and the HR department says, hey, here's a mission statement, and what you need to do is just look at it, sign your name that you saw it. And that's part of their job. Sorry if anybody on here that does that. But I'm telling you, when Andy wrote this with some of us leaders, we thought about this from our hearts. And this is what we live by. That is awesome, right? We live by these things. Why do we exist? How do we behave? What do we do? And you know what I love about this is we all work together to help each other, which is strange in itself. And people say to me sometimes, that's too good to be true. Yeah. And here's what I love. Look at Andy Albright. I remember when he wrote the first book, 8 Steps to Success. And if you read that book, you can make $100,000 in any line of work. It's a great book. And he keeps pouring in the Millionaire Maker Manual. Several of us started making millions of dollars. And there it is in a book. Follow the book. And he's got these other ones, Inside Circle of You, The House of Values. And you can tell by the titles, he's trying to help all of us become a better version of ourselves. That's what I was talking about, being a lifelong learner, because we're on a mission to help other people become a better version of themselves. And he said to myself, okay, great, Diane. You're telling me that you got a need, people want our help, but I have no idea. How am I going to learn this stuff? I've never done insurance. I've never done sales. Don't worry about it. We got you. We've got online training, which I'm going to just show you right here, which is just awesome. What you're going to do, we've got phone script training, in-home presentations. We've got courses. Look I tell people, you're at home right now. There's some stuff to watch right now. A lot of people saying, how am I going to pay my bills? Well, get on a course. Now you can get better, right? That's what we need to do. We need to just not freeze. We need to go. And if you're home and you're wondering what to do, this is what you can do right now. And you can help people. Now, before COVID-19 came out, we had 90 different locations where we did live trainings all over the United States. And right now we're doing it virtually. So I'm glad you're on here, and we're going to pour into you. As a matter of fact, whoever invited on here, a lot of times they're going to have specific training. We have audios, we got webinars, teleseminars, all kinds of training for you. And then when we get done with COVID, we'll go back live again so we can help you. But you're never alone. That's what I love about this. You're never alone. How about this? These are the people you're going to help. Look guys, I get really excited. So hopefully if I'm not, you're thinking like, oh, she always like this? Yes, I'm always like this because I'm fired up. Here's why. Look Remember I told you in the beginning, we send out letters to people that bought a home, refinanced a home, just had a baby, just got married, just turned 65. We have social media leads. We've got telemarketing leads. We've got internet presence all over the place. And guess what? We got people calling in too. Calling in because they want what we have. And that's where you come in. And we'll talk to them. We have what we call a flip chart. Right? And this flip chart talks about them. And you're going to find what fits their needs. Guys, we're going to put you on the same level as the top producers in the organization. You saw their pictures before with the training. And our flip chart, what Andy did, which I thought was brilliant, he got all the top producers together and said, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do in the home? And they all shared it. Isn't that awesome? So it puts you on a level playing field right away. But guess what? There's something you need to do. You need to learn it, and you can learn it really fast because of all the training we have, and then just get out there and help the families. But you do need an insurance license. So if you're on here right now and you have an insurance license, you can get started right now. If you don't have one, we'll talk to you on how you can get it. Okay, so let's look at this. People say to me, okay, Diane, you know what? I've never had a business. I've always worked at a job. I have no idea what to do. Again, we have an activity book, because wouldn't it be horrible if you made $100,000, $1 million, and you don't know how you did it so you could repeat it, right? This book will help you do that. And it also helps you, as you can see on your, let's say you're getting out there, you're helping the families virtually right now, and you can look at your dials, your contacts, how many appointments you had, how many people you helped, and we can help you and say, okay, wait, maybe you need to get a little bit better on the phone. Maybe you need help here. And we're going to be able to help you with the mentorship for that. That's what's so cool about what we do. You're never alone. And that's the flip chart I was talking to you about. Again, we'll help you make that up. It's standard, but there's an About Me page in there. So it's a connection page because people want to know about you. You want to know about them. People buy people. I love that part. But you say to me, okay, Diane, now I know I have trips. I know I have companies that I can help families with. I know I have help in the home, but how much money do I make? What happens there? Well, here's the thing. You can either do two routes or both. I just chose to do both. You could either come in and be a producer and you can make a great income, or you can do like many of us have chosen to build an organization and build a massive team or a small team. Here's what I love about this, and this is the way Andy created it. It's your choice. It's your life. We're going to help you dream and hopefully want more, because guess what? The more money you make, the more people you can help, right? It's not about just making money. It's like things you can do with that money. You can help yourself. You can help your families. You can tithe to your church. You can build the house of your dreams. What about those things that you put aside? Or maybe you're just starting to dream and you just said, well, that's not for me right now. All this is going on and you're just putting them aside. Don't let those dream stealers take that from you. You can have this here. We've got bonus programs. We've got what we call a glow bonus. Our goal is to get you, everybody starts at 55% when they get started. That's exactly what I did. But our goal is to get you to 85% in 90 days. And guys, with the environment the way it is and the people that want our help, you can do that and we'll help you. Our goal is to help you, if you're building, to get to agency manager. And that's 85%. And then another bonus kicks in. So every time you help a family, you'll average between $400 and $500, right around there, depending on the product, depending on the amount. But our national average is about $500. So here's you. Now, normally you would call them up and you go to their home. Now you're calling them up and doing it on the phone or on the web. You're going to help them find what fits in their budget. Let's say it's about $100, And so the average commission will be about $500. So I want you to think about this. If you help 2 families in a week, you'd make about what? $1,000. You could do this part-time if you still have your job, right? And if you have time, you can, sky's the limit, right? Got to have people to talk to. That's where those leads come in. You'll have people to talk to. And I bet your family needs you right now too, more than ever. Now imagine this. Imagine this. What if you helped 4 families a week and your average was $500 without moving all the way up the ladder, right? That's about $2,000 a week. I just showed you how to make $100,000. That's crazy. And so you say, oh, Diane, that's too good to be true. You know what? That's what I thought until I started listening to other people that were there at the meeting. Now we're doing this on live, but then they started sharing with me and I'm like, oh my goodness, they did it. Why not me? And what I'm saying to you is, why not you? Why not now? So what I'd like to do is I'd like to bring up Mike Marisi. Mike, are you there? I'd love you to take over and share what's going out there down in Chicago.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you hear me all right?
Yep.
Sounds great. Awesome. Hey, everyone. My name is Mike Marisi. I am out of Chicago, Illinois. And Diane is actually my aunt, and she brought me into this business. I had a background of pharmaceutical sales before I started working with the Alliance. And it's so crazy. Right now, it is probably the craziest we've ever seen it. Everything that's going on, you'd think there'd be all these limits on the money that you can make with our business, but it's just exploded even more because everyone needs this right now, guys. Everyone is reaching out to us. Everyone is sitting at home right now trying to figure out what's going to happen if I'm not there tomorrow. So our products are hugely in demand, but I really want to tell you a little bit just about my story and kind of how I started here. So I was working a corporate job, pharmaceutical sales, traveling all over the country. And, it was that corporate ladder. And, I had that ceiling over me on not only just my career growth, but my personal growth too. And it was like every single quarter of the year when it would come up to, hey, here are my numbers for the quarter. And, what about that raise you promised me last year? It was that same conversation of getting it pushed to that next quarter. So after a while, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, if that makes sense to you guys. And it wasn't until Diane had just brought up the business to me, and she introduced me to another gentleman you're gonna hear from tonight, Stan Aldridge out of Texas, and guys like Jack Ungaro, a lot of leaders across the country, Jake and Bell Kraus, that if you're new on here for the first time and you decide to jump in with us, you're gonna hear these names on the leaderboard. But amazing people, and I've never seen a culture ever like this in a company I've worked with. It's people that are there for you no matter what. They're that safety net. They're going to help you with that step-by-step how-to onto getting success with this business. And once I met all these guys, I was back in Chicago. I got my license and I started part-time. So I don't know if you lost your job or you're working a full time still, or you're just at home and looking to make some extra income, whatever it's for, but you can do this part time. I did it part time. I did it for a few months. Once I started seeing the numbers working out, I switched over full time. I waited. I didn't just jump in full time, but I made sure that it made sense. And you can totally do this. And it's so amazing. All the trips that we're talking about, Thailand next year, super fired up for that. It's just an amazing ride with this opportunity, guys. Would never turn it down in the world. I've not been able to look back at any other opportunity. This has just been amazing. I've loved every second of it. The mentorship you get here, the training is second to none. And with everything that's going on, I heard something funny earlier today. The way everyone's going to come out of this everything that's going on with COVID, you're either going to get more bills or more checks. And it comes down to what you're going to do about it during this time. So I'll throw it back to you, Diane, to take it back from there.
Well, Mike, I know you've been out there, you've been on the phone, blowing up the phone, helping families left and right. Every time I talk to you, if I try to call you, I'm on a phone helping somebody else, right? That's how it's been. Or you've
Yeah.
been building your business. You've been doing both.
Oh yeah, absolutely nonstop. It's a huge opportunity for us. So I'm just getting after it and just putting those blinders on and just moving forward as much as I can.
Yeah, and you know what? I would tell you this, Mike. I can remember this when I started in 2006. There were things going on in the mortgages, and we couldn't close a loan, and all this stuff. Actually, that was always some of my big years. Like 2008 was crazy because I took advantage of that moment. And so what I'm telling you, we're in that moment, and the insurance companies have a lot of money to pay us, and they want to pay us, right? So they want us to go out there and help families. So I'm so proud of you and all the stuff that you're doing. And I know we're going to be traveling the world together. And that's pretty awesome to have, my nephew with me, guys. So you can bring in your family members and have them travel the world and not have to pay for it.
That's right.
Thanks, Mike. Oh gosh, it's just been so crazy for me and so many other people. I've made friends all over the United States. Anywhere I go, I can pick up a phone call and there's an agent with the Alliance. They're like, "Oh, Diane, you're in town. Yay." And we're just like, we're buddies, because we've been on so many trips together. You know what's really crazy? I've been on some trips, and most of the time, sometimes I just see some of them on the trips or at the events, because we have our national conferences that are awesome and all that stuff. And it's just like we just pick it up. Hey, how you doing? And we're just doing fun stuff all over the world. But who gets to do that stuff? We do. So Stan, I'd love to have you share a few minutes here of what's going on. You've been with the Alliance for quite a long time, and you've seen it, and you're growing and going, and share what's going on for you, Stan.
Hey, Diane, can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Mike got me fired up. Yeah.
That's right.
Absolutely. I don't mind sharing here for a couple minutes. My name is Stan Allridge. I am here in Addison, Texas, which is on the north side of Dallas. I've been part of the company now for a little over 13 years, which sounds extremely crazy, but it is the truth. And I found this ad not by my auntie, but I found it in a newspaper ad. And so, listen, this is what I know about this opportunity and what it's done for me in my life. Now, me and my beautiful wife, Angela, we have been married for 5 years last week. And we have an awesome baby boy, Colin, who is 4 years old. And I came into this business out of a banking background. So I had a banking background and an investment background, and I was still looking. So kind of like Mike, I was hitting numbers, but somehow those numbers always seemed to jump up, and somehow that bonus always seemed to kind of slip away. And I was kind of getting frustrated. I was thankful that I had a job, but I was always thinking that it had to be something that was better, that was out there. And I was always looking for something. Once you're an entrepreneur, you have that entrepreneurial spirit, it never goes away. And when I found this and came into Diane Lampe's office and seeing what they were doing, first I seen all the trophies. I was like, they winning awards. Like, I'm real big on people who win. And so, so I came in and seen what they were doing, and they had it. It was so simple. And I didn't say easy, it was just simple. And I was like, oh my God, that's so simple. And if they can do something like that, I go like, I know I can do that. And so I did, Diane. I did it part-time for a few years. That's kind of how most people get started in our business. I did it part-time, and I would go out and make an extra $40,000 or $50,000 a year part-time. I was working another job. And then those other things went away. And now for the last 7 to 8 years, it's been incredible. I make a 6-figure income now. Even with everything going on now, Diane, with this whole virus and COVID and the lockdowns and shutdown, I think I still submitted another somewhere between $15,000 and $20,000 for the month of March. Had a bunch of incoming calls in just this week. Just actually today. of people who need more help, right? And so so still out there helping people and being able to provide for our family. But this company, like you said, Diane, those things kind of escaped me in corporate America. And if you had this in corporate America, I go, that is awesome, but I didn't. I'm just telling you my deal. And we have a lot of people who have good jobs in corporate America, and they still do this on the side because it is a great business opportunity. But those promotions they escaped me. It was hard for me to find something that I could really sink my teeth into. And when I found out that, Diane, that it was just about doing the work, that's the part that got me excited, because I had never been afraid to work, right? And so I'm never going to complain about coming into the business and making a six-figure income. But what was incredible for me is that I have numerous people who could mentor me, like Diane. Like, I'm not going to complain, Diane, about six figures a month. 6 figures a year, but I get a chance to mentor from somebody like Diane who makes 6 figures a month. Right. So I go like, that's an incredible opportunity. So when you see people like myself and Mike and some of the other people across the country, we get a chance to share in the success. We say, is it, Diane, a rising tide raises all ships? Right. And exactly. So speaking of ships, we won't get a chance to get on the ship. That is okay. They postponed it. But me and my wife, we did qualify for the all expense paid on the Alaskan cruise. They're not going to let us do that. That's okay. We ain't going to do that right now. We're going to postpone it. But these companies take care of. So I've been able to travel to places that I never probably would have on my own this particular way. So let me see a rundown. Santorini, Greece. I've been to Rome. I've been to Venice, Italy. We've been to St. Thomas, Florence, Italy. And I mean, just amazing places like that. And me growing up on the south side of Fort Worth, you know, like I just never really dreamed of that, but I did have dreams, and this is the best thing I think that the Alliance and yourself, Diane, has done for me. Corporate America kind of stole my dreams, and here, the Alliance and Andy Albright, thank God for him and Jane, they allow us to be able to dream again, and that was very important for me, because I have a 4-year-old, and there is no limit on his dreaming, right? And I don't want to put a limit on that. And so I'm just so thankful that we have this opportunity. So if you're looking at this business for the first time, just know that this business is real. Okay, it's work. It ain't magic. It ain't gonna be a light switch and you're gonna hit it and overnight you're gonna be rich. But if you don't mind getting your getting in and working, you can make this business whatever you want, like a GPS. You tell it where to take you, right? But you have to put a destination in. If you don't put a destination in, you'll just drive around. But if you can put a destination in, I don't care if it's $500 a month. Diane, I came into this business to make an extra $500 a month. I've made that, and I've made $500 in one sale. I've made $50,000 in one sale. So you can make this business whatever you want. So I just say in closing, we need some more help. We are always looking for good people, and if that's you, come jump on board, get ready to rock and roll, and hold on tight.
Yes, Dan, I am so proud of you and all the things that you've done. And, you know, it's so funny, guys. Like you know, Stan's been around for quite a while. I've seen him get married. He's got a baby. Colin is not a baby anymore, his little boy. And he sees me on the webinars, and now he comes up to me and hugs me and loves on me. But that's how we are here, guys. You're part of the Alliance family. And Stan, when you talked just a moment ago, reminds me, everybody, we have a system for everything. You just have to follow the system. We've got
That's what it is.
people to help you, right? I mean, keep it simple. Don't confuse it. And that's what we've done. We've made it very simple for you to come on in. Like I said, if you have a license, get back with the person that invited you and said, hey, I heard Diane, I need to get going like right now. I want to get going right now. I want to help families. If you don't have a license, find out what you need to do next. They're going to help you. And here's what I would tell you. People say, well, you know what? I'm going to come in and see if I like it, how it works. I just decided to build a team from the very beginning, because when I started this looking at this, I wanted to, and I said this earlier, I wanted to be in a business that would stand the test of time. Here we are, standing the test of time. A lot of people are not having jobs, they're losing their jobs, and we're busier than ever because people need our help. Guys, we need you. We need your help. Come join us, be part of the Alliance family. Oh my goodness, I get so excited about this. Guys, we want you. Come join us and come travel all over the world and meet us, shake our hands when we can the next time we have an event. Let's get going and save lives and change lives. Thanks for coming on board tonight. Bye.